How Elon Musk's Twitter purchase is damaging Tesla and SpaceX. Elon Musk acquired Twitter for $44 billion on April 14, 2022, Monday. Everyone in the world was shocked, and the company announced giving the world's richest person command of a highly influential social media site that serves as a platform for political leaders and a sounding board for experts across industries and an information hub for millions of everyday users. For weeks, the acquisition followed for evangelizing the necessity of free speech as the Tesla CEO seized on Twitter's role as that de facto town square and took umbrage with content moderation efforts he views as an escalation towards censorship. According to him, Twitter is essential to the functioning of democracy, and economics is not a concern. Ownership of the social media platform Twitter gives Musk power over hugely consequential societal and political issues, like most significantly the ban on former President Donald Trump that the site enacted in response to January 6, 2021 Capitol riot. Under the terms of the deal, Twitter will become a private company and shareholders will receive $54.20 per share, the company said in a news release. In a release, Musk said that the deal is expected to close this year. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square, where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Later, he added that he also wants to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam box, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential, and he looks forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it, he later added. Musk's Twitter deal further expands his portfolio beyond rocket company SpaceX, which has aspirations of landing on Mars, and car maker Tesla, which pushed electric vehicles into the mainstream. In the days after Elon Musk engineered a deal to buy Twitter, he sold roughly $8.5 billion worth of shares in Tesla to help fund the purchase. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced the sale of $9.6 million in filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The trades were made at prices ranging from $822.68 to $999.13 a share. The world's richest man, who is the CEO of Tesla, one night tweeted that he doesn't plan any further sales of the company. Kevin Kaiser, a finance professor at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, mentioned that Musk's share sale means it's more likely that the Twitter deal will close because it indicated that Musk intends to come up with more money. On April 25th, San Francisco-based Twitter announced that it had agreed to be bought by Musk for $54.20 a share, or about $44 billion. According to analysts, the deal could make Tesla investors nervous, and Musk will be distracted by Twitter unless engaged in running the electric car company he owns and how to increase the buyer in a large number of Tesla shares to finance its acquisition. Musk is Tesla's largest shareholder, and Tesla shares closed down 12, the biggest single-day drop since September 8, 2020, which shocked many people around the world. After a few weeks, the shares of Tesla Inc., which is based in Austin, Texas, were going for around $884, and seeing this, Kaiser said, selling shares now instead of closer to when the deal is expected to close is a prudent move by Musk, and slammed it on news. It does make a little sense to sell shares before people are expecting it to happen, so that his selling doesn't put unusual short-term downward pressure on the price of Tesla's stock, Kaiser later added. Before Musk's deal with Twitter is completed, the shareholders of the company will have to weigh in, and so will regulators in the US and in countries where Twitter does business. So far, though, a few hurdles are to be expected despite objections from some of Twitter's employees due to sudden changes in rules and regulations. If you remember, he also fired many of the employees because they were not doing the work, and users who worry about Musk's stance on free speech and what it might mean for hate speech and harassment on the social platform. Twitter shares rose slightly to $49.17, still well below the deal price of $54.20. However, on the Tesla side, based on new details shared by the chief engineer of the Shanghai Economics and Information Technology Commission, Zhang Hongtao, Tesla has ramped up electric vehicle production in China back up to over 80% of capacity. Hongtao added that many of the other companies in China are also successfully ramping up after the lengthy lockdowns. According to Teslarati, China whitelisted certain companies so that they could ramp up production and minimize the overall impact of the COVID-19 lockdowns and related supply chain constraints. Nearly 2,000 companies have now been whitelisted, and Tesla is, of course, on the list. On April 19, 2022, some 8,000 Tesla employees returned to work at Giga Shanghai. The electric car company's motor units and battery units were reportedly ramped back up to full capacity almost immediately. Meanwhile, Tesla has been working to get vehicle production back on par as quickly as possible amid the challenges. As of April 22, just a few days after the factory welcomed back workers in a closed-loop setup, CEO Elon Musk claimed that the Giga Shanghai factory was already coming back with a vengeance for what happened earlier. For those who are unaware, Tesla opened the factory with workers eating and sleeping in a house as part of the plan to return to work during the lockdowns. Hong Tao noted in a recent press conference that a new whitelist is being put together to allow more than 1,000 other companies to open back up. Tesla Rowdy cites a Global Times article that specifies that the new list contains companies that make cars and other equipment as well as those in biomedicine. So we learned during Tesla's recent Q1 2022 earnings conference call that the automaker lost about a month's worth of production during the lockdown in China. However, Musk noted that the factory will still likely produce as many cars in Q2 2022 as it did in the first quarter of the year. Clearly had not been a factory pause. Tesla may have been able to meet its goal to increase production going forward. The CEO is confident about Q3 and Q4 growth. Now what we must know is that Musk has run multiple companies for years, unlike others. According to SpaceX, his purchase of Twitter last year is not like his stewardship. The reason many people want a Tesla is because of his aura and how he treats others. If you observe, Musk has essentially become a professional Twitter troll for everyone, posting provocations and gleefully embracing some right-wing positions from his powerful perch atop the social media giant. According to a survey done by Morning Consult found between October and November 2022, the net favorability of Tesla fell by 20 percentage points among Democrats and rose 4 points among Republicans. Now, this can be affecting sales since liberal voters tend to be more likely to want to buy electric vehicles. Musk has also had to sell billions of dollars of Tesla shares to fund his Twitter takeover, which hurt the stock. Musk saw his wealth drop sharply and made a world record for that, though he still has more than $100 billion in his account, but at a loss. Meanwhile, to the dismay of some of his most ardent backers, the amount of time he's spending on Twitter is cutting into the time Musk has for Tesla, not having proper time for other companies too. Many Tesla investors are agitating for Musk to name a new CEO of Twitter, as he has claimed he will do, and step back from the social media company and manage other things too. This is a moment of truth for Musk to navigate the damage control now, wrote analyst Daniel Ives, a longtime fan of Tesla who has criticized Musk's handling of the Twitter purchase, or the brutal pain will continue.